Echoes of antiquity, how ancient empires forged our present. Greetings, cosmic voyagers and history enthusiasts. I'm David Brackett, and today we're embarking on an extraordinary journey, not through the vastness of space, but through the depths of time. We're setting our sights on the colossal empires of antiquity, those magnificent civilizations whose echoes still resonate in the very fabric of our modern world. Think about it, the way we build, the way we govern, even the way we think. Much of it has roots stretching back millennia to minds and hands that shaped futures they could only dream of. It's a story of incredible human ingenuity, resilience, and an unyielding quest for understanding and order. Prepare to have your perceptions of the past reshaped as we delve into the legacies of these ancient giants. We're not just reciting dates and names, we're uncovering the brilliant innovations, the profound philosophies, and the sheer audacity of cultures that laid the groundwork for so much of what we take for granted today. From the astronomical genius of the Maya to the engineering marvels of the Romans, each civilization offers a unique window into the human experience. Discover the secrets of ancient empires that still impact our lives today. It's a detective story, really, piecing together clues left in stone, script, and tradition. So, buckle up your intellectual seatbelts. We're about to travel across continents and centuries, exploring societies that rose and fell, yet left an indelible mark on the human story. This isn't just a history lesson, it's an exploration of our shared heritage, a celebration of the triumphs of the human spirit against the odds. We'll uncover surprising facts, challenge some common misconceptions, and hopefully ignite a deeper curiosity about these foundational cultures. The past, you see, is never truly past. It's a living, breathing part of who we are. Let's begin this incredible exploration together. Celestial architects, the Maya and the cosmos. Kicking off our incredible journey, we find ourselves in the lush rainforests of Mesoamerica, home to the Maya civilization. Now, when we think of the Maya, intricate calendar systems and profound astronomical knowledge immediately spring to mind, and for good reason. These weren't just casual stargazers, they were meticulous observers of the cosmos, charting celestial movements with an accuracy that is simply astounding for their time. Their understanding of planetary cycles, eclipses, and the very passage of time was woven into the fabric of their society, influencing everything from agriculture to religious ceremonies. They developed multiple calendars, including the long count, which could track time over immense spans, a testament to their sophisticated grasp of temporal mechanics. Imagine, without telescopes, without modern computation, they mapped the heavens. But perhaps one of their most groundbreaking intellectual achievements, one that often gets overshadowed by their pyramids, was their independent invention of the concept of zero. Yes, that elegant symbol for nothingness, a cornerstone of modern mathematics, was understood and utilized by Mayan mathematicians over 1,000 years before many European cultures embraced it. Think about the power of zero. It allows for positional notation, complex calculations, and ultimately, the kind of mathematics that underpins our digital world. The Maya weren't just building cities, they were building intellectual frameworks that demonstrate a profound capacity for abstract thought. It makes you wonder what other cosmic secrets they unlocked that are still waiting to be fully understood from their intricate glyphs and surviving codices. Metropolis on water, the ingenuity of the Aztecs. Next, we journey northward in Mesoamerica to the heart of what is now Mexico to encounter the formidable Aztec Empire. When the Spanish conquistadors arrived, they were utterly astonished by the Aztec capital, Tenochtitlan, a vast, bustling metropolis that seemed to float on water, rivaling and in some ways surpassing the great cities of Europe at the time. Their architectural prowess is legendary, with structures like the Templo Mayor standing as a testament to their engineering skill and religious devotion. This city wasn't just built, it was meticulously planned, with causeways connecting it to the mainland, aqueducts bringing fresh water, and a complex system of canals serving as its thoroughfares. It was a marvel of urban design in a challenging lacustrine environment. But how do you feed such a sprawling city teeming with hundreds of thousands of people in the middle of a lake? The Aztecs had an ingenious solution: chinampas. These were essentially artificial islands, woven mats of reeds and mud piled up to create fertile plots of land for agriculture, effectively floating gardens. This system was incredibly productive, allowing for multiple harvests a year and sustaining the empire's population. It was a masterpiece of sustainable agriculture and hydraulic engineering, a testament to their ability to adapt and innovate. The Chinampas demonstrate a deep understanding of their ecosystem, transforming a seemingly difficult environment into a breadbasket. It's a powerful reminder that innovation often springs from necessity. Masters of the Andes, the Incan road to wonder. Now let us ascend into the breathtaking and often treacherous terrain of the Andes Mountains, home to the sprawling Inca Empire. When we speak of Incan ingenuity, the iconic citadel of Machu Picchu often comes to mind, a city nestled high in the clouds, a masterpiece of stone masonry and integration with the natural landscape. It truly boggles the mind how they constructed such precise and enduring structures in such a remote and challenging location. The Inca were, without a doubt, master engineers and builders, shaping stone with incredible precision to create earthquake-resistant walls and terraces that cling to steep mountainsides, transforming the formidable Andes into a livable, productive space. But perhaps their most astounding feat of engineering was their vast network of roads, the Capac Nan. This system spanned over 25,000 miles, traversing some of the world's most difficult terrains, high mountain passes, arid deserts, and dense jungles. And here's the real shocker, the detail that makes their achievement even more remarkable. They built this extensive network complete with suspension bridges, way stations, and tunnels, entirely without the benefit of the wheel or draft animals like horses or oxen for heavy transport. Everything was achieved through human power and incredible organization. This road system wasn't just for travel, it was the empire's lifeline, facilitating communication, trade, and the movement of armies, knitting together a diverse and geographically expansive realm. Chapter 4. Pharaohs, Pyramids, and a Hellenistic Queen Unveiling Ancient Egypt. From the heights of the Andes, we journey across the Atlantic to the fertile banks of the Nile, to the land of pharaohs, sphinxes, and of course the colossal pyramids, ancient Egypt. For millennia, this civilization has captivated the human imagination with its grandeur, its mystique, and its monumental architecture. The pyramids of Giza, the sole surviving wonder of the ancient world, stand as enduring symbols of the pharaoh's power and the Egyptians' sophisticated understanding of mathematics, engineering, and logistics. How did they quarry, transport, and precisely place those massive stone blocks? It's a question that still sparks debate and awe, reflecting an incredible mobilization of resources and human effort, all aligned towards a singular, monumental vision of eternity. But ancient Egypt is more than just pyramids and tombs. It's a civilization that gave us hieroglyphs, papyrus, advancements in medicine, and a complex mythology that sought to explain the cosmos and humanity's place within it. And speaking of its rulers, here's a fascinating tidbit about one of its most famous, Cleopatra VII. While she ruled Egypt and embraced its culture, she wasn't ethnically Egyptian in the way her dynastic predecessors were. She was, in fact, of Greek Macedonian descent, a direct lineage tracing back to Ptolemy I Sota, one of Alexander the Great's generals who took control of Egypt after Alexander's death. It's a reminder that history and identity are often far more complex and interconnected than they first appear. Chapter 5. Whispers of Wisdom, the Vedic Roots of Inner Peace. Our historical compass now swings eastward, towards the Indian subcontinent, where the Vedic civilization flourished, laying profound spiritual and philosophical foundations that resonate to this very day. The Vedic people, named after the Vedas, a vast collection of hymns, prayers, and philosophical treatises, gave us some of the earliest scriptures in the world. These texts, initially transmitted orally with incredible fidelity over generations, form the bedrock of Hinduism and offer deep insights into cosmology, ethics, and the nature of reality. Their societal structure was complex, evolving over centuries, and their intellectual output was prodigious, exploring concepts that continue to challenge and inspire thinkers. This ancient culture, rich in its diversity and spiritual depth, also laid the groundwork for practices that have become globally recognized for their benefits to mind and body yoga and meditation. The seeds of these disciplines aimed at achieving harmony, self-awareness, and a connection with the universal consciousness can be traced back to Vedic traditions and the philosophical schools that emerged from them, like Samkhya and Vedanta. Think about that. Practices that millions around the world turn to today for stress relief, physical well-being, and spiritual growth have roots stretching back thousands of years to these ancient Indian sages. It's a powerful testament to the enduring wisdom embedded within these ancient traditions. Chapter 6: Bronze and Bone, the Dawn of Chinese Civilization. Continuing our eastward exploration, we arrive in the Yellow River Valley, the crucible of one of the world's oldest continuous civilizations, China, and specifically the Shang dynasty. The Shang, flourishing from roughly 1600 to 1046 BCE, offer us a fascinating and crucial peek into the early stages of Chinese civilization. One of their most significant legacies is the development of the earliest recorded Chinese script, primarily found inscribed on oracle bones, turtle shells, and animal scapulae used for divination. These intricate characters are the direct ancestors of modern Chinese writing, providing an invaluable link to the thoughts, beliefs, and societal structures of this ancient powerhouse. Imagine deciphering the questions posed to ancient spirits, a direct line to their concerns. But the Shang weren't just pioneers in writing, they were also masters of metallurgy. What if I told you they had pioneered and perfected advanced bronze casting techniques over 3,000 years ago, creating ritual vessels, weapons, and chariot fittings of incredible complexity and artistry? The sheer scale of their bronze production and the sophistication of their casting methods, like the piece mold technique, were unparalleled in their time. These bronzes weren't merely functional, they were symbols of power, status, and spiritual authority, reflecting a highly organized society with specialized artisans and a deep understanding of material science for that era. This technological prowess laid a critical foundation for subsequent Chinese dynasties. Let's now set our course for the Aegean, to the sun-drenched lands of ancient Greece, a civilization whose intellectual and cultural contributions have profoundly shaped Western thought and society. When we think of Greece, we often conjure images of majestic marble temples, but their true enduring legacy lies in the realm of ideas. This was a civilization that fostered philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, thinkers who grappled with fundamental questions about ethics, politics, logic, and the nature of existence itself. They championed reason, inquiry, and debate, laying the groundwork for systematic philosophy and scientific thought. And of course, they gave us the concept of demokratia, rule by the people, a radical idea that continues to inspire and challenge us. Beyond the agora and the academy, the Greeks also celebrated the human body and competitive spirit. They are, famously, the originators of the Olympic Games. But here's an interesting tidbit that often gets missed in our modern secular view of the event. The original Olympic Games, first held in Olympia in 776 BCE, weren't just an athletic competition. They were, at their core, part of a major religious festival held in honor of Zeus, the king of the gods. Athletes competed, truces were declared between warring city-states, and religious rituals were paramount. It was a sacred event that united the Greek world, a far cry from the purely sporting spectacle it has largely become today, reminding us of the deep intertwining of culture, religion, and even athletics in the ancient world. From the philosophical heights of Greece, we journey to its powerful successor, a civilization that took Greek ideals, blended them with its own pragmatic genius, and built an empire that dominated the Mediterranean world for centuries. Rome. The Roman Empire left an indelible mark on so much of our world, from law and language to architecture and infrastructure. Their legal principles still form the basis of many modern legal systems, and their engineering prowess is legendary. Think of the aqueducts, still standing in some places, carrying water across vast distances, or their vast network of roads, so well built that some are still in use today, giving rise to the saying, "All roads lead to Rome." These weren't just roads, they were arteries of commerce, communication, and military power. The Romans were masters of practical innovation, always seeking ways to improve daily life and manage their vast territories. And speaking of improving daily life, did you know they had a sophisticated system of central heating called the hypercaust? This involved raising the floor on pillars and ducting hot air from a furnace underneath, warming the rooms above. Imagine heated floors in villas and public baths over 2,000 years ago. That was quite the luxury for their time, showcasing an advanced understanding of thermodynamics and engineering for comfort and public health. It's these kinds of practical yet brilliant solutions that underscore the Roman genius for making life, at least for some, remarkably sophisticated. Now let's journey to the Fertile Crescent, to the land nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, an area often called the cradle of civilization, Mesopotamia. It was here in ancient Sumer that some of humanity's most fundamental breakthroughs occurred. Perhaps the most transformative of these was the invention of writing. Around 3200 BCE, the Sumerians developed cuneiform, a script made of wedge-shaped marks pressed into wet clay tablets. This wasn't just a minor development, it was a monumental leap that changed the course of human history, allowing for the recording of laws, literature, commercial transactions, and astronomical observations. It was the dawn of recorded history itself. Imagine the sheer intellectual effort required to create a complex system of symbols to represent spoken language in a world where writing simply didn't exist before. It's almost impossible to overstate the impact. This innovation allowed for the administration of burgeoning city-states like Ur and Uruk, the codification of laws such as the Code of Hammurabi, and the preservation of epic poems like Gilgamesh. Mesopotamia also gave us the wheel, though not initially for transport as much as pottery, the plough, and the concept of the 60-second minute and 60-minute hour. It was a hotbed of innovation, laying down the very building blocks upon which later civilizations would construct their own magnificent edifices. Topping our list, not necessarily because it's better, but because it presents such a fascinating combination of advancement and mystery, is the Indus Valley Civilization, also known as the Harappan Civilization. Flourishing around the same time as ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, this vast civilization, stretching across modern-day Pakistan and northwest India, was remarkable for its sophisticated urban planning. Cities like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa were laid out on grid systems with standardized baked bricks and featured incredibly advanced drainage and sanitation systems, including indoor plumbing and public baths, rivaling those of the Romans thousands of years later. These were true visionaries of urban living, yet, despite their impressive achievements in city building and craftsmanship, evident in their intricate seals and pottery, a profound enigma surrounds them: their script. The Indus script, found on thousands of small seals, remains undeciphered to this day. We see these tantalizing symbols, beautifully crafted, but their meaning eludes us. What stories do they tell? What knowledge did they record? Unlocking this script is one of archaeology's greatest challenges and could revolutionize our understanding of this incredible and in many ways strikingly modern ancient society. Their decline is also a subject of much debate, adding another layer to their captivating mystery. They were pioneers, and their silence speaks volumes about what we still have to learn. And so our journey through 10 extraordinary ancient civilizations comes to a close, but I hope the echoes of their achievements continue to resonate with you. From the astronomical insights of the Maya to the urban planning of the Indus Valley, from the philosophy of the Greeks to the engineering of the Romans, we've seen how these ancient peoples weren't just inhabitants of a bygone era, they were architects of the future, our present. Their innovations, their struggles, their societal structures, and their understanding of the world laid critical foundations upon which humanity has continued to build. These ancient civilizations aren't just footnotes in history, they are the building blocks of our modern world. Their stories remind us of the incredible capacity of the human spirit for creativity, resilience, and the pursuit of knowledge. Each one offers a unique lens through which to view our own challenges and triumphs. Which civilization fascinates you the most? What aspect of their legacy do you see reflected in your life today? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and continue this conversation. The past is a vast, interconnected web, and by exploring it, we learn more about ourselves and our place in the grand sweep of the human narrative. If you've enjoyed this exploration and want to continue uncovering the wonders of our shared history and the cosmos, don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow curious minds, and subscribe for more amazing journeys. Until next time, keep looking up and keep looking back. The universe and our history are full of wonders waiting to be discovered.